at 12:03 a.m. I'm your freaking hostess, your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, light worker, starseed, sage, mystic, prophetess, medium, and messenger of God. Forgive me, but it is late, and I didn't want to be delivering messages, but if I don't deliver this, the universe will not let me rest. There's no rest for the weary. Finally laid down, and freaking the Holy Spirit wants to have a conversation. I'm like, are you serious? Alright, so what are we going to talk about today? In order to understand this particular message, you're going to go and look in my community page. I've been trying to make it through a fucking tarot read all day long. How long? Well, when I went to put the final comment, she's like, if you made it through this video, please comment below. And when I went in, I saw the first comment I made 14 hours ago. It took me 14 hours to get to this video because it was so dense and full of bullshit. Just bullshit. Every sign under the zodiac, under the sun, and their bullshit. I'm not confirming or denying any of the bullshit because I had to feed off of it all day. And I took a pause, finally. I took lots of pauses, but then she wants to start up with the Libras. I'm like, I can't. And then she's like, it's a hell to the no. I mean, it's a hell to the fucking no. She gets through all this bullshit, and by the time it's all done, I'm like, Jesus, was there anything worthwhile in that? I wasted a whole day on that. So anyways, fast forward. Finally, it's 12 o'clock. I can go to bed now. I can finally go to sleep. I've had enough. And I'm laying there, and all I can hear is, you have options. I hear that in all her videos, but especially this one. You just went through every fucking zodiac sign, and you listened to these shitty options that have been provided for me. Would you take any of those options? Did you not listen to your reading, where I am celibate and by myself? What does that mean? What the fuck are you talking about, Willis? That's what I said. I was like, you have options. Who is an option? These aren't optional. For what? What the fuck does that mean? Clearly they're not. If it was an option, I would have took that option, and I've been walking in that option. You're not an option to me. You're an op. Meaning you got opt out of the opportunity of a position. But in the sense of, she went through this, I think at the end, she said I had a high vibrational soulmate, Sagittarius. Cool. I met Fencer. He gets me. That's cool. I dig it. That's fun. But in the sense of options, who's an option? Stalker Breaker 1957? She said there was a psycho stalker in pretty much every sign. She's like, you think it's funny. I do, because I know you can't touch me. And I know this is all your own sicknesses because you haven't been listening to me. You're just watching and not paying attention and applying it to your life. So you're dying through your own mental illnesses. And this is just to the collective. I don't keep no fucking doors open to these guys. You must, okay, forgive me. You don't know the true story of how much I've been through with my twin flames. It's been nothing but a burning ring of fire, a whole bag of shit designed to make me heal. In essence, they are my karma. I must go to them and be hurt and rebuild myself and re-empower myself. They are nothing but hurt, pain, and suffering. A reflection of hurt, pain, and suffering of my life, but as they continue their lives, a regular reminder of the low vibration I was and how low of a vibration they themselves are. I don't have any options. There's never been an option. I don't have options. There are plenty that consider me an option, but I'm not. I'm not a possibility. I'm an impossibility. I'm one of one. I'm not anything possible. There's no possibility. I just wanted to say that, and that's why I was like, that's what I laid my head down. I've got my pillow. I'm squishing my pillow. This is my option here. My option is to squish the pillow on the left side or roll over and squish the pillow on the right side. But these are my options. Good night, Pac. I love you. I'll see you in the morning, my friend. Watch over me and my family as we sleep. That's who I say good night to. The rest of them, whoever you are, and it said something about a Leo. I have no idea who the fuck you are. Not even. The Leo woman, yeah, that cursing bitch, yeah. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Anyways, the Virgo, I don't know who you are. Aquarius, I don't fucking know who you are. That's how much you don't exist. I may have met you, but your face doesn't even pop up in my intuition, meaning you don't even have a face in this story, in my memory. Whoever you are. I'm sorry, but there's no options. I don't have any options. I have ops. That's it. They're not in any position to say shit to me. I came to many people, and this is how the God did it. It wasn't a fuck fest. He took me to one by one to open my heart up and give my love to them. For months at a time. Each of them had months of me. Weeks of me. Giving them exactly what I gave Fencer. Inspiration. You know what you could do? You know what would be a great idea? You know how you could make some good money? You know what was good? They took all the good shit, but they did none of the healing. And they would get old. So to have to leave them, as hard as it was, after I had invested all this time in loving a human being, and walk away with nothing more than an empty pocket that God would refill, full of love, and say, go love this one now. The lesson was, and the lesson is, for all, love these people until it hurts. Never stop loving them. Just go love another. Meaning I will always love them. But it hurt enough that I'm not going to love them like that ever again. Do you know what I mean? You have a limit. And each of them knew I was at my limit. In the messages, I told them, if you don't act in this now, I'm leaving. And that's that opportunity missed. I made it very clear. I never just walked out. I'm going to leave if you don't change. You're not giving me what I need in this relationship, which is attention, affection. I do not feel seen. I do not feel heard. I do not feel special. I do not feel safe. You're not fulfilling the contract of our soul contract as me coming into your life. So I'm going to finalize this contract. I have done my part, and this is where we part. And I did that. And I kept asking God to bring someone else in. I've done this, God. I've loved everyone, every single one of them, despite all their flaws. I've learned to have compassion, peace, forgiveness, and understanding for these men. And I wait for a real one to come. Not for them to grow up and become the man that they never was. They exhibited it to me that they, one by one, they were not this man. They could not be this man. And no response is a response. Know that. No response was a response. And that's the response. As above, so below. You reap what you sow. If no response was good enough for me, then no response is good enough for you. And so shall it be. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to explain myself as to why it's a no. Because you didn't either. It's a no. So, as I go here to go to bed with the Holy Spirit in hopes of a true man in my heart always, know that, no, there's no options. I don't have doorways open. I don't have DMs. I don't have, I don't have that. I don't have anyone in my life in the physical world. I have my 2 children, my dog, and the Holy Spirit. And if you go look inside of my community page, I have a rowdy rowdy ass group of Holy Spirits that stay with me and keep me plenty company. I've got all the men I've ever needed. Great men. The best men that ever walked this planet keep me company all day. And I won't, they won't, and I won't settle for anything less than someone of their stature. So you false idols, you American idols, you know what I mean? You Hall of Famers and, MVPs. You're not for me, bro. I'm not a trophy wife. That's not how this works. I'm a goddess. And that's just it. There's only one God to every goddess. And all of you, you're just pawns on the chessboard in the game of life. That's all you are. So I just want to go to bed on a happy note, because I'm not going to sit here and argue with the Holy Spirit. I'd rather just get my truth out and not be woken up in the middle of the night with, I had something to say but didn't say it. I said it. I meant it. I'm right here representing it. You're not an option to me. You were an option, and I considered you a very serious option. I didn't consider you an option. I considered a future with you. And you decided that wasn't something by your lack of a response. You don't get to come back later and say, hey, what I meant to say is, no, it's cool. We don't need to talk about it. It's over. What's done is done. We go forward. You go on with your life. I go on with mine. You find what you're looking for, and God will give me what I want. That's how this works. And that's what I told Russ the Bus and his bullshit. Dropping music, and I'm doing all this stuff, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, and I can do whatever I want. You do everything that you think will work to bring you happiness. You chase your dreams to the end of this world. Never give up. Never quit. Never stop chasing those dreams. Meanwhile, I'll sit right here as the goddess I am, and I will let God bring all of my dreams and desires to me as a faithful servant of God. I don't lack anything. If there was a man that was supposed to be by my side, he'd be by my side. That man doesn't exist yet. And when he does, trust me, everybody will know. But ultimately, no. I don't have options. I have ops. So, good night to all of you ops, and for all of you stalkers, and all of you make-believers, and all of you fantasizers that, really believe in your deepest imagination that I am an option to be with. You don't know how to treat a goddess. And the example is, you don't even honor the God that created me. So you couldn't possibly know how to honor me, truthfully. So that's what I mean about that. Am I holier than thou? I am. I walk in my holiness. I know who I am. I know who God made me to be. And I'm not settling for an option. There's not any options. Okay? There's the right one or no one. That's how I feel about it. And for right now, it's no one. It's just me against the world. Me and my boyfriends. Laters, haters.